Hey guys, Bukita here. This is a very special episode. Um, so hope you guys enjoy this. Right now, I'm going to give you guys a lesson about the Legend of Zelda series. Even though I've never played all of these games, I've researched a lot of things. Now, what you're seeing right now is a time log, which to me is something really interesting. Now you may be thinking that if you are somehow able to enchant whatever you're seeing, I'll probably might put the link in the description so you can see this yourself. Is a timeline. Now I'm going to read the games in order. So on the very far left, from how I'm looking at it, it's my left. It says the Awakening of Link, the Legend of Link. Link's Awakening, Article of Ages and Articles of Seasons, and Link's in the Past. The middle, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Forest Adventure. And on my right, The Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks. Then the upper part, going up to top, Ocarina of Time, Four Swords, The Minish Cap, and Skyward Sword. That was going up. Now, most people were like, if I remember correctly, I think the very first Zelda game in Planet history was The Awakening of Link, because GameCube came out before Wii, because Skyward Sword was for the Wii. But they gave it a mega plot twist, because I've always known that The Awakening of Link, The Legend of Link, I knew those were always the very first games. But from how this timeline is broken down, there's even a little description up there if you want to read that. I'll probably read it to you. Tells me the history. It's Skyward Sword's the Minish Cap, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time, you are able to switch from child to an adult era. But in Ocarina of Time, if you are defeated, the timeline goes like this: A Link to the Past, Article of Ages and the Article of Seasons, Link's Awakening, The Legend of Link, The Legend of Zelda, then The Awakening of Link. But if the hero wins in Ocarina of Time, in the child area, you play in Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Four Swords Adventures. And if you play in adult era, Wind Waker is in it, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks. Now, as me reading this, on adult era, it says Ganondorf is sealed. And the child era says the Sacred Realm. I can't really read the bottom thing. Well, anyway, so I've argued myself saying this is impossible because Link's Awakening of Link is the very first game. Well, the Chronicle of the History of Hyrule. Even though I actually have a blue pamphlet, I can register for this thing and gives me the history of it, which I might show one day. It says, the Chronicle begins with the creation of the heavens and earth, immediately followed by the events of Skyward Sword. It splits after Ocarina of Time, with the one timeline depicting the events the following Link's triumph over Ganon, and the other he defeated. The section of the timeline where Link triumphs is further divided into two separate realities: the child era, where Link returns to his original time, and the adult era, where the hero of time disappears and Ganondorf is free to return on something. Now, I was a little interested because in Ocarina of Time right there, they say Ganon. Ganon was defeated. But in Ocarina of Time, his name was Ganondorf. And in Twilight Princess, his name was Ganondorf. But in Wind Waker, his name was Ganon. So I was like, are they two different people? Well, I did my research, and I think you might want to see this probably. I did my research a little bit, and it says the multiple Ganon theory is a theory that there exists more than one Ganon/Ganondorf in the Zelda timeline, in much the same way that Link and Princess Zelda exist. Even though that's not true, but technically we're reincarnations. I know that. But I wanted to know, was Ganon and Ganondorf real? Well, I skimmed through this. I didn't really read it. I skimmed through it, which really didn't help me. But then I found something. It says Ganon. This is Zelda's wiki over here. And it says Ganon, also known as Ganondorf, proceeded in the main antagonist of the Legend of Zelda series. Well, if my head, if that's true, then why does he need two names? What? Did y'all mess up the history or something? Why does he need two names? Now, I understand the titles. The titles are very important. The Prince of Darkness, King of Evil, the King of Darkness, the King of Guerrero Thieves, Dark Beast, Dark Lord, Demon King. I understand those. But my question is, why does he need to have two names? It confused me. And here it says Ganon is first given a backstory and a link to the past, which is, if you think about it, it's smart because it's one of the first games you play. But in the timeline, if you were going to play by the timeline and you wanted to do the try-off part first, it's stupid. So they should have fixed it. They should have thought about that way before they did this. So anyway, it revealed that Ganon had not always been the polar light demon introduced in Legend of Zelda. He was revealed to once have been a human by the name Ganondorf, and leader of a group of thieves. Oh! That answers my question! Okay, now I can finish my theory. Yay! Even though this was not planned actually. Anyway. That making sense now. So, what that is telling me, from my understanding, because you meet Ganondorf when you were a kid in Ocarina of Time, which my understanding of this now is when you went to the adult era, he became a beast. He wasn't a human anymore. He was a dark being, and that's why his name was changed to Ganon. But in Ganondorf, his name was Ganondorf because in Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask, you're a kid. And in Ocarina of Time, when you were a kid, he was a human. So that answers my question. But now another thing I want to go on was how they should have done this perfectly. Was where Ocarina of Time is, yes, if you think about it, I haven't completely finished it, so I'm not sure how things work at the end. But if my understanding of it is you're definitely going to defeat Ganondorf. It's automatic from my understanding. I'm watching LeChen's version of it, so go check her out. Also check out Chaka Khan's Legend, his Zelda series, Liam Six's, I don't know, I'm missing some other people, but hey, I'll get to you guys. But I'm saying they should have put Majora's Mask up there where Ocarina of Time is, because if you really, really think about it, Majora's Mask has two endings. You can go two different ways. You can let the world perish. I mean, you can, when you start the game, you can just let the world end if you wanted to. You really could. It says game over, you have to start over. But you can also save the world by calling the four giants and defeating the moon. So, you know how it says the hero is defeated, the hero the hero wins. Majora's Mask should have went up there. But understand why. And most people who might agree with me, that seems stupid. But I found out why, and it makes a lot of sense. Because Majora's Mask does not have Ganon or Ganondorf in it. The game is based on a mask. It all involves this evil mask. But it's stupid because in Majora's Mask, it's Majora's Mask first, and up there, above it says this: the Twilight Realm and the Legend of the Hero. Majora's Mask first. Then it says the demon thief Ganondorf is resurrected. But to me, how? What caused it? Well, you could say every 100 years. But if that's true, how was he resurrected? Because if my understanding, Link won. He should have been defeated. He's been killed, apparently, correct? Because I know in Twilight Princess should kill him. But then Four Swords claim the reincarnation of Ganondorf. How? he's been killed. Is he resurrected every 100 years, even though he's been defeated, or is it literally just, I don't know? It confuses me because I understand that yes, he comes every 100 years, but I'm saying, so do we do the same also? Which we probably do, and I probably know this because there's a piece of my head saying you know this already. So it just confuses me, and I'm just throwing some information out there to help people who might do a little research now and maybe even understand more, maybe make a video of this history. And if you do, please in the comments send me the link or whatever you're gonna do. Don't care, you can do it on Twitter, Facebook, I don't care. I will create an account just to figure it all out. So if you guys understand this and have learned from this, please help me understand this. I mean, I don't even understand the timeline, to be really honest with you. The timeline doesn't even make sense to me. Because how it's located. I mean, now if this is just a fan-made one, it makes a lot of sense. But it doesn't make sense to me because it was an accident. They didn't even mean to do this. It was a pure accident that this happened. That later again they made turned out to be, it could be the start, and we just go down the line. And then, oh wow, Nintendo 64 is going, here, and then there, and then all that. It could be a coincidence, but, or they intentionally did it, but they didn't think about it the right way, because it confuses me. So if you understand it, please. Oh, I can actually read that now. End of the Golden Hyrule, Sky Era. Era of Chaos. Era of Property. Power 4. Power of Fire, I think. Power of 5 is what it says. And then End of the Hero of Time, Child Era and Adult Era. And it just confuses me. So if you guys understand from watching this video, you do this little research yourself and understand how the whole Zelda series works, please make a video about it. Do something and put it in the comments below to get the video, whatever, and just help me understand because it confuses me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little history of Zelda stuff. I know I probably enjoyed it. So I might put the link in the description below on how to get to this. This actually is the Zelda. This is the Zelda wiki. The same one that gave me the information about Ganon. I'm not sure if this is a fan-based one or not. It's just, I know it's a Zelda wiki, and it was actually the only good one I found out of all wikis of Zelda. So if you guys really do want want to figure it out, just type in ZeldaWiki.org/Zelda_timeline. I will once again put a in the description below. I will put a link. And check out Chuck Conroy. I'll put their names in the description also. Chuck Conroy, Liam6, Mecca-chan, and there's probably somebody else I watched that's been doing it also. We go check out those guys. And also, before I end this video, please check out my brother's channel, Venercraft, even though he's doing a lot better than I am. Go check his channel out, please, and help him out, because he makes more videos than I do. I don't know why. It's just like when I want to make a video, I don't, because I'm afraid I'm gonna get interrupted by something or something. So yeah.